All right, BCN Podcast, and the Matrix trailer dropped. Keanu Reeves is back, and it has him in his John Wick beard, trying to figure out what's going on, at least as far as the trailer is concerned, because it looks like either been brought back to life or he's not aware that he might be in the Matrix. So, Keith, how do you feel about the Matrix trailer?
I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting to dislike it, but I actually probably should not have doubted that. I've actually liked virtually all the Wachowski films, so I don't know why I thought differently. Like
Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revelations.
Revelations was trash, but I mean, I will say I understood what they were trying to do, but I can't defend any of the Matrix sequels. I will defend Cloud Atlas and Jupiter Ascending. I will defend those movies. They were good films. So yeah, the movie opens up and you got Neo, you got going through several things, seeing a therapist, taking the blue pills. You got him running into Trinity in a coffee shop and a Morpheus type character, which is kind of throwing me here because...
Yeah, so I read up about that, and they were saying that it somehow relates to the Matrix video game, or one of the video games. I think maybe the...
Really? They're doing it that way?
Yeah, that...
Interesting.
In that game...
Yeah, in that game, Morpheus is killed. Yeah, he's killed in the MMO.
Yeah.
So they actually did this story. The Wachowskis actually did the storyline for that MMO too.
Which they could have just skipped it and...
Yeah, I don't know why, because everyone...
did a deep fake of Lawrence Fishburne, or do Lawrence Fishburne currently, but they could have did either one. And either one would have been acceptable.
They said it was considered the sequel to the Matrix trilogy films. That was interesting. To your credit, yes, you're absolutely right. They should have skipped that shit because that was just...
it's a little jarring. When you start seeing people that you know, then it's like, well, who's this dude? That Morpheus. He has Morpheus glasses on, but he doesn't have the build that Lawrence Fishburne has. It's like somebody did some fan fiction of the Matrix.
Yeah, but I think in the MMO, what it was is that Morpheus somehow got written into the Matrix. Something interesting. It was something weird, I think, if I recall. Considering that bullet time and the slow effects and stuff like that, like there are others who've done type of filmmaking and taken it.
Probably about a 3-year span where bullet time, that type of speed ramping, slow motion...
There's a whole movie around it. Was it Bulletproof Monk? It was like...
Yeah, the one... There was... I want to say in one of those spoof Kung Fu movies, the one about the cow, I think that was in that one. Charlie's Angels.
The action just looks like they've taken a more conventional what's going on today and just kind of ramped it up. The Wachowskis knew how to
yeah, I've been hearing something about this, that the Wachowskis probably did not direct it.
Yeah, but those action sequences don't look like they are something he would do. I can watch an action sequence and tell you who the director is for like a Zack Snyder film. Wonder Woman, I knew exactly which scenes Snyder directed. There's just a certain way that they handle the action scene that looks pure Wachowski. It's a very anime style action sequences and stuff. Either way, the trailer did the job. Got me pumped for it. I wasn't going to pay attention or even look at this film. I'll go to the theaters and check it out.
Yeah,
it's coming out in October, right?
Yeah, I didn't have very high hopes for this.
Oh no, Christmas. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah, I didn't have very high hopes for it, but the trailer is interesting enough that The Matrix 1 is a great movie. It's still a great movie, however many years later. So if they can capture that spirit of the first movie and not the other two, I think everything would be fine. And V for Vendetta is trash.
No, V for Vendetta is good, though. Not sure what's wrong with you.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's interesting enough. And I mean, the Matrix
still...
Yeah, Matrix still has enough interest in it that... Because the movie is a classic. So there's still enough around it to make people pay attention to it.
Yeah, and it's the right time because Keanu Reeves came back with John Wick. the Wachowskis themselves have not directed anything in a while since I don't know which one's which.
Might have been Speed Racer. No, it's
I
Jupiter
think no,
Ascending.
I think
Jupiter Ascending.
Lana. I think Lana was the younger
So I want to
one.
say
The
it was probably Jupiter
transition,
Ascending, the last one, and then before that, probably Cloud Atlas,
because they're both now. I think it's Lana and Laura Wachowski.
something like that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, like I said, the trailer has enough interest in it to say, all right, this is worth watching. And even though it's coronavirus time, if there was a IMAX version of this, it probably would be great.
I
Because
will
yeah, a lot of
agree.
the techniques that the Matrix pioneered, which I mean, some of it's still in use today, but was a good functional look at what could be done with films. And again, a lot of other films kind of based off what the Matrix did and try to do something similar. But yeah, I mean, the Matrix is good green screen, however many years later.
Yep, can't deny. And actually, they honestly don't need to do any more trailers. They just need to just keep that one and just
Yeah,
done. Leave it at
and
that.
I would probably say Warner Brothers is coming with the hits because you got Dune coming out.
Yeah, they're not gonna make too much money though. Like from what I'm hearing about Dune, the fact that they haven't like started working on the sequel is gonna have people worried because everyone's saying the same thing about Dune. It's a phenomenal film, but it's only half the story. So, and the fact that we're not gonna get another one for another 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
6 months to film it, shoot it, post production alone is gonna take
Yeah, a long time, probably at least about
a while. Like
six,
especially
eight
with what
months.
goes on in the last half of that of that thing. So like it'll detail the war. So they still got to find an actor to play Fade. Warner Brothers doesn't get a pass. They're still making dumb decisions here. So that's all I got to say. They're fucking up, and whoever is their executives managing some of this stuff is truly dropping the ball. And they're not going to make any money off the Matrix that they do a dual release with that um, of the Matrix. They need to keep it in the theater only to get that overseas money. The minute it comes out on demand, all they do is buy it because they're not going to get Disney. They're not going to get Disney. They can't track the streaming numbers. Don't have to go to the theater for it. They're not going to go to the theater. They're just going to watch it at home.
Yeah. All right. That is the Matrix Resurrections. Resurrections is the next one in line.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Matrix Resurrections.